traitors mad as hell. Princess Anne slaps Haz&Meg a painful lesson, smashing them not at all loyal. Royal editors, experts and authors are fuming over Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's utterly disloyal antics against the firm. This claim has been slapped on by royal author and biographer Pauline McLaren. She began by outlining the differences between Princess Anne, Sophie Wessex and the Sussexes by saying that while the earlier two steer clear of controversy, Meghan and Harry put across their own identities even when it may have been judged inappropriate. During her interview with Express, she was even quoted saying, "Both Sophie Wessex and Princess Anne have been steadfastly loyal in their service to the Queen and both maintain a dignified position in the public eye. They have both had reputational hiccups in the past. Sophie had the fake sheikh scandal to deal with and Princess Anne had her divorce from Mark Phillips. However, now they have both carved images as traditional royal women who are conscientious in their duties and careful not to embarrass the monarchy. Their brand images could not be further away from the breakaway Sussex brand aimed at Generation Z. Princess Anne and Sophie Wessex managed to steer clear of controversy because they understand better the requirements of the job and are more willing to sacrifice their own personalities in service to the Queen." In another news, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's alleged plan to return to the royal family as part-time royals has been savaged by a royal expert. Royal author Tom Quinn claimed that Meghan and Harry may wish to return to the royal family in a part-time capacity when Prince Charles becomes king. He said, "One interesting thing an insider told me is that both Meghan and Harry believe that when the elder royals die, in other words, Elizabeth, they may well be able, when Charles is king, be able to come back and be the part-time royals that they really wanted to be. So that they would be 6 months, as working royals and 6 months in the States or wherever doing their own thing. That was something that Queen Elizabeth absolutely said couldn't happen, but I think Meghan and Harry are hoping that Charles, Harry's father after all, will be more of a modernizer and will say to them, okay, if you want to be part-time royals, that's fine. I don't think Harry and Meghan really want to spend their whole time in the States and not be part of the royal family, they just don't want to do it all the time." But royal expert Dickie Arbiter hit out at the concept, calling it a tosh. Writing on Twitter, he said, "What tosh? Fly a kite and after it flutters for a while it comes crashing down." Other Twitter users seemed to agree with Mr. Arbiter's reaction, with many questioning why such an idea would be accepted by the royal family. Gemma Stone asked, if their half-in half-out plan was rejected in 2020, why would it suddenly be acceptable now? Another, Jenny Randall, claimed that bridges have been burned. She said, they can't just make up their minds that they'll drop into the UK for part-time work. The royal family said from the get-go that this wasn't an option. Besides which, no one in the country would accept them appearing in public anyway. Bridges have been burned. Angela added, wasn't their initial plan half in half out? The plan that the Queen rejected? So 6 months is half of the year, isn't that pretty much the same thing that the Queen already rejected? Meghan and Harry caused controversy when they stepped back from the royal family and moved to the United States in March 2020. The prince appears set to create further waves later this year, with his upcoming memoir. But Mr. Quinn claimed that Harry has no intention of damaging the royal family. According to the royal author, the 37-year-old royal wants to find his role in the firm. He told the Today for Daily podcast, "I don't think Harry does want to destroy the royal family. I think he just really does want to find a role. He doesn't really have a role in the royal family because he's the spare rather than the heir, but there's still lots of hospitals to open, meetings to go to, charities to support. He could have had that limited role, but in California what can he do? So I think really rather than damage the royal family, I think he's just madly in love with Meghan and wants to make her happy."